Shrapnel pierced my eyes and chest, yet I remained unharmed. Behind me, every Soviet soldier had fallen. Only then did I realize I'd traveled back to the World War II battlefield, and I was a real estate developer. That day, I planned to build houses in the suburbs, but two college students blocked my path. They lay down in front of the construction vehicle, so I simply lay down too. I asked the female student to name her price, but she held a pure conviction. She led me into a World War II air raid shelter and tried to persuade me to halt the development. I flatly refused her. She then revealed 6 Soviet soldiers had committed suicide here, one sharing my surname. She surmised he must be my great-grandfather. Enraged, I ripped out the securing bolts. The shelter collapsed instantly, and I found myself transported to the World War II Soviet-German front. Shocked, I scrambled to higher ground to witness the raging battle below. Before I could react, German fighter planes suddenly streaked overhead, bombing Soviet trenches relentlessly. I hurried into a trench, only to realize no one could see me. Panicked, I darted around the trenches until a shell struck. Shrapnel pierced straight through my body, yet I remained unharmed. But the Soviet soldiers had all fallen, so I continued holding my claw spikes and followed the Soviet political commissar. At that moment, the commissar wielded an anti-tank grenade and blew up a German tank. I followed him all the way to the air raid shelter. I pulled out my claw spikes trying to cross back, but they had no effect. Then the commissar ordered all the women to retreat and all the remaining men to prepare to die fighting. I decisively threw away the claw spikes in my hand and boarded the boat with the women. Suddenly, shells began raining down. I was knocked into the water to evade the shelling. I had no choice but to swim back. 2 flares shot into the sky. The German air raid ceased immediately once the women had left the battlefield. The Germans launched a full-scale assault. I picked up the claw spike from the ground, watching the Soviet soldiers being savagely hacked down by the Germans. I felt utterly terrified. Just as the political commissar was about to be strangled, he grabbed a shovel and knocked his attacker down. Then a German bullet struck my shoulder. Though no blood flowed, I felt the pain. Suddenly, a shell exploded nearby. I jolted back to reality, only to collapse again moments later. I found myself back in the World War II trenches, now surrounded by German forces. The political commissar was carried into a bunker by soldiers. Only 5 Soviet soldiers remained here. The soldiers raised their pistols, preparing to take their own lives. Panic instantly gripped me. I tried to drive claw nails into the ceiling beams, but it was utterly useless. The soldiers cycled the bolts one by one, then aimed at their own heads. I was completely overwhelmed. I cautiously asked the commissar how I could escape, but he raised the bronze-colored pistol in his hand. I was yanked back to reality once more.